Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and today these does are going to get out on some new pasture.
Alright, so if you're new, we rotate our goats on our pasture using the Premier One electric solar charger. And I should have moved them a couple of weeks ago, but the next section that we're moving them to is the furthest from the house, and it's also our weakest point in the perimeter fencing. So I had to wait until I had a few days to beef up that fencing once I move them. So now that I have that time, we're gonna go ahead and move them. So the first step in that is mowing a path. And I just use a push mower. I find it's quicker than weed eating. But you wanna make sure that the grass is low enough to where it's not touching the bottom of the wire here, because that would ground it out, make it weaker. Hi, Elsa. Elsa's ready for some fresh browse. So right there is the solar charger that we use. It's the Solar IntelliShock 120. It's made by Premier One. That's the first one we bought last year. I've had it over a year, about a year and a half, and I have absolutely no complaints. It's great. These are the posts that I use most of the time. They're like $2 at Tractor Supply. And I just buy that wire from Tractor Supply too. It's like 1/8 of an inch thick, whatever the milliliter is for it, but you can get a couple thousand feet of it for, you know, 35 bucks or something. These are the other stakes that we buy from Tractor Supply. These ones I think are like $3 a piece, and they only hold 4 strands. So I will be using most of these today and trying to save up more of those for the pigs and the wethers, because this one has 8 notches, and the pigs and wethers, they need the lower notches. So I'm going to try to use up a lot of these today and save those for the pigs and wethers run. We chose to use the solar panel and all this movable stuff because we really like the look of our land, and we didn't want to just put fencing everywhere forever. So that's why we use this stuff. All right, now I got my path mowed. The girls are getting excited. They know what I'm up to. But I'll show you how far this goes. So here we are in the farthest point. As you can see, you can't even see the house from here. And the other fence that we're connecting to is right there, if you can see it. It'll come down to here, and then it'll go all the way back down that way. So here, as I said, is the weakest point in our fencing, where I gotta start beefing it up. Some places it's just real bad. Cows smash over it and through it, and it's needed it for a long time, but there's all kinds of stuff that needs it and has for a long time. That's how it is when you're building a ranch. The whole herd is up. All of them out there. There's not much to eat over there. They're just excited to have me up here. They know what I'm doing. Well, let's not keep them waiting. So the next thing we need to do is put all the posts up. That was most of the crazies. I'm not sure what they're running about. There is Lodi. Her and Cassie seem to be getting along today. All right, we got all our posts up. We just need to string the wire up. We can let all those goaty woaties over here to eat till their bellies are full for free. All right, so I ran out of wire like right there. I still have like a strand and a half to go. So it gives me an opportunity to watch where I'm going around here. It gives me an opportunity to show you something that maybe I haven't highlighted before with this fencing. So I just put the goats away and I shut the fence off. And so what I wanted to show you is wherever one piece of fencing connects to another one, I use 2 stakes. And the reason for that is we are moving the goats from this side to this side. And I don't have to take this section down. I'm just gonna take that section down, and then this section here is its own fence, separate. So how that helps me is I basically add one long stretch and one short back stretch every time I move it, not the whole thing. So I'll add one long stretch and then the little back stretch, and then I will take this down. But since I'm short on wire, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this down now so I can use it. The paddock I just set up is probably the biggest paddock that will ever be. So we have more than enough stuff. It's just being used elsewhere. Look at that. Nice pretty cactus flower. I believe this is a pincushion cactus. They get this little desert strawberry thing on them. They taste good. But that's awful pretty.
All right, so Derek has the fence completely moved, and these girls are excited. Check them out. They know exactly what's going on. They've had their eye on Derek doing it all day. Well, for the couple hours it took. So we're gonna let them out and see how cute, adorable, and excited they are. All right, here we go. Well, come on, girls. New territory. There was a fence right there. Cassie first. Hey, Cassie. Their hair is up, ready to fight if needed. Mayo, Abilene, Lily, May. There goes Shilly. There goes Little Bit. And here's Miss Lodi. Are you being nice, Lodi? Hey, crazies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Val, you're almost not a crazy, though. Lodi. Well, they're happy. Check them out. What do I want first? And then they follow each other to make sure that another goat isn't eating something better than them. Big Montana, she might be losing some weight. Here comes Lodi. And her mama Lily. There's Ruby. Right there. There's Nellie. Tansy. Ah, Becky's going. Becky's along the fence there. And there go the crazies for no reason. Anything good in there, Elsa? Yeah. What do you think, Abilene? What are you guys favoring over here? Is that a fairy duster?
That's what it is.
You find a fairy duster? That is what they're going after. They're gonna come through here and eat all the fairy duster they can find real quick. Check out the crazies down there. At least they're out. They're out a little.
Eating the Mormon tea.
Well. What do you think, Little Bit? There's my pretty girl I hope has a lot of promise. She's not with the crazy crowd. She's staying up here like a good girl. That's Nova. She's the one that has her first grand champion leg. If I can calm her down, I will be very happy. Don't go! could block a little bit. Just scurry here and there and here and there. How about you, Grandma Lacey? You happy? Well, I must have ticked her off, I guess. It's nice Lodi's being friendly. Here they come. Cassie! Pretty girl. There we go. Just like to point out Dawn down there, you guys. You see her? Right over there hanging out with the crazies. It's a big, huge area they got. This should take them quite a while. Happy go. See? Shilly's eating. I don't want you. What's going on, dude? Shilly's eating fairy duster. Lily's eating fairy duster. They're gonna go through and find that favorite treat. See if we can get behind Big Montana here and show you guys. I think she might be losing weight. She's still pretty darn big. She ain't gonna let me get close enough. That isn't the most beautiful sight. Happy goats. Let's see if we can zoom in since she just wants to run from me. Oh, maybe she's not losing any weight. She's still pretty white. Lodi, you're just being a sweetie today, huh? You just wanted out to browse. You're just excited about it, huh, baby? Yes. There's a lot of people rooting for you for the presidency, girl. What do you think? Dawn huddled up with the crazies. She might be hanging out with Lacey though too, because her and Lacey kind of bonded a little while back. Lily. What do you think, Miss Cammie? You think leave you alone? All right. Mayo. Cassie. Here come the good girls. Oh, Dawn's coming. There's May all the way back there. The girl's got a big ol' area. Well, still goes pretty far back that way.
It's probably like an acre. At least 3/4 of an acre. Here's Becky.
I was thinking more. Yeah, look, there's Becky coming up right there.
Here comes Val.
Val got scared. Had to look back. She's like, wait a minute, where's the crew?
See, they're all going through and looking for their favorites. From a distance, it all looks like grass. There's all this woody shrubbery in here. And that's the thing, if you didn't move the fence, they'd just eat the woody shrubbery stuff until it was dead and it never came back ever again. But by moving them, it gets the chance to come back, and it comes back even stronger. So there's Elsa. That what she's eating there is called the Baja Fairy Duster. She likes it. There's a dead prickly pear right there below Abilene. She doesn't seem to mind at all. And there's Mayo eating the same stuff. Baja Fairy Duster. There's Abilene, again eating the same woody stuff. And that's what they're all doing, looking for their favorites. We're not on a 30-day rotation or anything here. We just don't get the rain. So this spot where I'm standing, where they just grazed off, they won't be back on here for at least 1 year, probably more like 1.5 years. This whole area behind me that they grazed off will have the opportunity to grow back and seed again before they're on it again. And the whole point of this is as our herd grows and gets bigger, which it has, the feed bill is hopefully going to stay the same and not double with the size of the herd. All this other native grass, yeah, I've never tested or anything for the nutritional value in it, but there's something. After all these cows that live on the other side, that's where your beef comes from. Out west, that's what it's eating. And I bet the nutritional load is higher when it's green and lower when it's brown. But you can see we got a 1/4 inch of rain, and there is a tinge of green already coming in. Can't wait for it all to turn green and grow up.
Well, these are some happy girls, which makes me very happy. And they're out here eating instead of eating hay that costs a lot of money. And it's cooled down quite a bit, so it's a perfect day for them. It's only 95 today, and we got some cloud cover, so super cool. Glad we got these girls back out to browse. Say thanks for watching, Lodi. Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye.